Hey, how's it going, everybody? Back for another, not really an update, but another one of my digging through the shelves videos. Um, I got a stack of records that I've been meaning to clean, and the stack just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So I figured I'd shoot a video, show off what I'm going to be cleaning. I'm going to clean them tonight or tomorrow night, depending on how I feel. But figured I'd shoot a video and show off the records. Some of them I pulled from the shelves behind me. Some of them I pulled off the shelves. A few of them I dug out of the closet, and just a few that I got at a garage sale that I went to probably a month or two ago. So, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well. It's cold in Illinois, so I'm growing in the beard. Um, I grow in the beard, kind of like a chin strap thing, but I shave the mustache. My fiance doesn't like it, and it looks kind of gross when it grows in. I mean, I can grow a nice thick mustache, but she doesn't like it, and it looks kind of weird when it first starts coming in, so I just shaved off and let the rest go. So, hope everyone's doing well. Stay warm. It's gonna be getting. It's been pretty cold here in Illinois, so hope everyone's doing well and staying warm out there. Tonight I'm drinking. Finally broke down and bought the Nitro Milk Stout, America Stout. This is a great beer. I've tried just the regular milk stout, which I absolutely love, and finally broke down and bought it. It is great beer. It is fucking delicious. And it says on the bottle, pour hard, admire, and enjoy. Fucking puts on a show for you. You pour it in the glass, and the nitro works its magic. So, cheers. All right. For the records I found at this garage sale, I bought a keyboard on Facebook, one of those garage sale pages, and we got to talking, and the lady was having a garage sale the following week, and she had a bunch of records. She said she didn't know a lot of country and uh, not gospel, religious records, I guess. Not too much I was interested in, but I found a couple that were pretty cool looking. Uh, this is the first one. George Martin and his orchestra play "Help" and other instrumental versions of the Beatles songs by the brilliant recording director. I don't know. I thought I'd give it a shot. I give her I think $5 for all these records I bought. It's on the United Artists label. So, yeah, George Martin and his orchestra play "Help." I was never like a huge Beatles fan, but that should be an interesting listen after I give it a cleaning. This was the other record I found. Temptations with a lot of soul. This is 1967 on Motown, or the Gordy label. So, I like the Temptations. I like soul. Yeah, this should be a good listen. Temptations with a lot of soul. And I noticed these right away. These caught my eye right away. I thought these were kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to show them all, but they're little, like 10-inch, the RCA Victor Encyclopedia of Recorded Jazz and 12 great albums. I got the entire set. There's all 12 of them here. So, yeah, I was kind of excited to find these, all 12. And they're in great condition, just dusty and dirty. This collection covers from fucking Dixieland to swing to big band to basically early jazz, ragtime, up until probably late 30s, early 40s. Yeah, a lot of these names I'm familiar with now because I finished probably a couple weeks ago. I finished the book, the The History of Jazz, which was a great read, very interesting book, a lot of information, and so I saw these at the garage sale. I paid, I think, $5 for all of these, all 12 of these, and those two other records I just showed. This, for example, has Louis Armstrong, Buster Bailey, Mildred Bailey, Charlie Barnett, Count Basie, Sidney Beckett. So, yeah, basically covers up until pre-bebop or cool jazz or whatever. So it's I'm excited to clean these up and give them a listen. A lot of names I've never heard, but a lot of names that I was familiar with, and ever since I read that book, I became more familiar with a lot of these artists. But yeah, this is album number 12. She had all 12 of them, so thought why not? It'll be fun to give these a cleaning and give them a listen. So the rest of these records are basically on my shelves or in my closet in the boxes. So. Blue Note 50th Anniversary Sampler. This is a promotional use only, not for sale. Features Lou Rawls, Stanley Turrentine, McCoy Tyner, Freddie Hubbard, George Adams. Yeah, so this, I had this in my closet for the longest time, and I was digging through my boxes that I had in my closet the other night, and I pulled this out. I thought, why not? It doesn't really need to be, I mean, it could use a good cleaning, but it's in great condition. But this is 1989, I want to say. Yeah, 1989, so this should be a good listen after I give it a little cleaning. Blue Note 50th Anniversary Sampler. I was listening to another album from this gentleman, Pete Townsend, White City, a novel. I was listening to Chinese Eyes, I believe is the name of the album. Then a day later, I was listening to The Who, and I remember I had this record in my closet, and the jacket's a little beat up, but I remember I had this in my closet. I love his solo work. I love The Who, and yeah, I see this all the time at the antique mall that I go to. I don't know why I just never, I don't know, sat in my closet for the longest time, so I busted it out and give it a cleaning and enjoy it. White City. Let's see here. Two from this band. I know really nothing about this band. I know the hits. Nazareth. This is Expect No Mercy by Nazareth. This is on A&M. Yeah. I know Love Hurts. I know Hair of the Dog. That's really all I know. And I got this one as well. To Excess by Nazareth. I remember I picked these up a long, long time ago when I was young, much younger. And just kind of sat there, and when I, when I start a stack of records I want to clean, I want to, get a decent amount of records so I can clean a good amount of records. And so, Nazareth, 2XS, and what's this one? Expect No Mercy. So, interested to hear what those sound like. Pulled this one out the other day to give it a listen. The Doors, Best of the Doors, 2-record set. Probably 18, 19 songs on it. I went to spin this the other day, but noticed it was really filthy, so it's got to be cleaned, and this one as well. I remember I got this at a thrift store that the people that owned the thrift store lived in the back, and you could see it was very strange. The front, it was all one long building, and the front was the thrift store, and the back was like their living quarters. And you could see, like, you walked into the thrift store and kids were like watching TV in the house, and it was strange. But that's where I got this. And this is a German pressing as well, made in Germany. So, and it's a collection of 13 classic Doors songs. but there's a lot of songs on here that weren't really huge hits, but still great songs. So, B.B. King live in Cook County Jail. Went to give this a listen the other night too. Noticed it was filthy, so that one's gotta. These all have to be clean. I've probably said it 10 times already, but Louis Armstrong, Hello Dolly. I got this in garage sale haul last summer, I believe it was. It's on the Cap label. And a lot of these records had this name written in permanent marker on it, Den Beasley. Ironically, I ended up meeting Den Beasley. Long fucking story, but he's in his 70s now, and I told him I have a bunch of his records. It was his ex-wife. But anyway, Louis Armstrong, Hello Dolly. I love his voice. I love his horn playing. This was released in 64, so he was a 63-year young man when this was released. So, let's see, Asia. Give me shit if you want. Heat of the Moment. I love that song. Only Time Will Tell. Soul Survivor. Progressive rock supergroup that it's kind of a bit more commercial. And I was listening to another one of their albums. I have 3 Asia albums. They released Astra and this one and another one. But I was listening to it, and this is, I have 2 or 3 copies of this, and this is the nicest. And but still needs to be clean. I'm just getting some Roger Dean artwork. Jeff Downs, Steve Howe, Carl Palmer, and John Whiteman. So it was basically a progressive rock supergroup. We all know Asia. Heat of the Moment, love that song. But yeah, fucking Asia. So I got this at the Goodwill actually. I bought this like a week or 2 ago. Dreamboat Annie, Heart. Heart was one of those bands that I'm familiar with. Magic Man, Crazy on You, Barracuda, which isn't on this album, but the first 2 are. So I saw this at the Goodwill. It was in great condition, so I thought, why not? 50 cents. I bought it. Heart, Dreamboat Annie. And it's on Mushroom Records. A very cool label. I like mushrooms. I enjoy my fungus. Cool label. So, yeah, I'll give this a clean and see how it sounds. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So, Heart, Dreamboat Annie. And after I picked that up, I remembered I had this in my closet for the longest time. A friend gave this to me probably 6 years ago or so. Heart, Little Queen. This has Barracuda on it. The only song I'm familiar with is Barracuda on this album. So I think these are the first and second albums. I could be wrong, but Heart, Little Queen. Yeah, a friend gave this to me years and years ago, and I just kind of threw it in a box. And when I moved into my home, I had all my records in tons of boxes and crates, and this is one that just kind of stayed there. Little Queen by Heart. The songs that I know by them I enjoy, so after I clean them, listen to them, I'll enjoy them. So, Star Wars and Other Galactic Funk. Yes, this is 1977. I love that cover. It's fucking awesome. This is by Meko. M-E-C-O. I have one other album by this gentleman. Kind of funky, all over the place, really. Funky, disco-y, jazzy. Yeah. So this is basically the theme song from the score from the Star Wars film, but with a kind of like a funky twist on it, featuring all these musicians right here. That's the list of musicians on drums, bass, guitar, keyboard, percussion, auto harps, violins, cello, trumpet, trombone, reeds, French horns. So I've had this for a long time, and I bought it because I love the cover. I remember that. I remember buying it because I love the cover, and I never really looked into it. So I found one other album by this gentleman a while ago. So Galactic Funk, Star Wars, and other Galactic Funk. I just got done reading his autobiography the other night. Well, about probably a week or two ago. Eric Clapton, 461 Ocean Boulevard. I found his autobiography at a thrift store and paid $0.25 for it. So after I was reading it, I kind of got an urge to listen to some of his music. So I have a lot of Clapton in the collection. I love Eric Clapton. Growing up, I was in a band with a guitar player that hated Eric Clapton. Then I met one of my best friends to this day who loved Eric Clapton. So I was kind of torn, but I like Eric Clapton. I like Cream. I love Cream. I like Derek and the Dominoes, Clapton's solo albums. Yeah. So this is 461 Ocean Boulevard. That was the address of the, I think the recording studio at the time in Miami, I believe. So I shot the sheriff as a big hit on this. But anyway, I went to listen to this the other night. It sounded really gritty and dirty, so I threw it in my to clean pile. So I've got a few other records I'm going to be sending out as BCLT that were in this pile, but I don't want to show them and ruin the surprise. So I like the surprise. Last one, after reading the Eric Clapton book, I also kind of dug into my Harrison collection a little bit. George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. Once owned by Mr. M. Walter. The box is a little beat up. I mean, it's not in the greatest shape. I have two of these actually. The other one's even in even worse shape. So, yeah. Kind of drifted away one night and was digging through my Harrison collection, and I pulled that out, and I was looking at the records, and they definitely need to be clean. I've listened to it before, but the records are just, I mean, not in bad shape, but just a good cleaning before I give them a second spin. So, yeah, George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. So that's it. That's my to clean pile. I got a lot of cleaning to do, so I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. I might. I don't know. It's been a long day. I might do it tonight or tomorrow night, depending on how I feel. So I figured I'd sit here, shoot a video, show off the records, and thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, thanks to all my subscribers, new and old. I appreciate you tuning into my channel and checking out my videos. So, everybody, once again, Nitro. Let's give a hand for the Milk Stout, Nitro Milk Stout. Great beer. Everyone be good to yourselves. Take care. And as always, we'll talk soon.